Today we're highlighting ways to help our veterans when it comes to disability benefits and so much more. Earlier, we had the chance to chat with Ken Enright, the senior attorney of Veterans Disability Benefits Law. Check it out in this sponsored segment. First, tell us, what is Rocky Mountain Disability Law Group? What do you guys specialize in, Ken?
Yeah, so Rocky Mountain Disability Law Group, or RMDLG for short. Basically, we help veterans appeal their denials from the Department of Veteran Affairs. So basically, when a veteran leaves service, if they have any recurring injuries or injuries that they did incur in service that affect them now, we help them appeal any denials that the VA may put on them.
Can you share some VA benefit disability challenges or maybe problems someone may experience when filing a claim? And also, why is it important to have someone help?
Yeah, so the hardest part is that most veterans are denied due to missing one of the elements of service connection. So in order to be granted service connection, the veteran must establish three elements, an in-service event or occurrence or exposure, a current condition, and then a link between the two. So more often than not, what veterans run into is when they're in the military, they don't complain. So they don't have that in-service element documented. So what we'll do is we'll work with them. We'll try to obtain the best evidence to substantiate their claims. Really at the end of the day, the VA's wording in a lot of their decisions it can be really confusing. So we basically try to explain to the veteran why they were denied, and then we help them obtain that evidence to establish and substantiate their claims for service connection.
Now, what makes RMDLG different from other law firms across Colorado?
Yeah, so I think what makes us really unique is that our entire VA disability team are veterans. It gives us a level of familiarity with the military lingo and the VA claims process in general, and it frankly allows us to really empathize with our clients. We know what they're going through because we've been through it ourselves.
If you could, share an example of a client you've worked with in the past. What were some of the challenges that they had, and what was the overall outcome?
Oh, yeah, definitely. So about 2 years ago, we had a Navy veteran come to us because he was really struggling to maintain his job. He was getting these debilitating migraines from an accident that happened to him while he was in the service, and it was really affecting him on a daily basis. He was in a major predicament, though, because his VA ratings were relatively low, and he basically couldn't afford to stop working. So we were able to work with him and his doctors, and we got his VA ratings increased, and eventually we were able to get the VA to recognize that his conditions were so bad that he wasn't able to maintain employment. So we worked with him and his doctors again to get him individual unemployability, which is where they'll pay him at a higher rate, recognizing that he can't work anymore. And that really gave him the financial freedom to stop working and really seek some treatment for his conditions. And it really was a great win for him.
All right, a lot of good information there. Thank you so much, Ken. And to learn more about Rocky Mountain Disability Law Group, check them out online, rmdlg.com, or give them a call, 866-433-4116. And thanks again to Rocky Mountain Disability Law Group for sponsoring this segment. We'll be back.